Hello, this is Mr. Rasmussen with Algebra 2, Lesson 98. This is titled Relationships of Numbers and steps outside of kind of our normal algebra and gets into some fractions here and just using them in a way you probably have not done before, but nevertheless some good mental exercise here. So, jumping into this, looking at example 1, it says find a number that is 7/10 of the way from 30 to 40. So if we do a number line here, let's put 30 right here on our number line and then put 40 right here. And we want to know what number is 7/10 of the way from 30 to 40. So if we were to divide this into 10 spots here, then we would go 7 of them and find that number. Okay, so that's pretty easy. If we divide into 10 spots, well, it's, in 7 of them, then that's easy because there's 10 numbers between 30 and 40. So our answer for this one is going to be 37. However, let's put this into an equation that we can solve something that's a little more complex, like you see here in the second example. So to get this, we're going to take our starting number, and then we're going to add that to this here. And this here we're going to take, I'm going to put fraction times the difference between these two. So that would be the longer number minus the shorter number. So if we put that equation there, we can see that the start would be, well, I have an S there for, let's do B for beginning. There we go, so it's different than the short number. So the beginning number is going to be 30. We're going to add that to the remainder part. Our fraction is 7/10, and then we would take our longer number 40 minus our short number 30 to give our difference interval that would be multiplying our fraction by. So you can see, and then if we had set that up there, this would be 10, and then 7 times 10 divided by 10 would be 7, right? 70 divided by 10, and then 30 plus 7, and it gets us our answer there. So we're going to need that as we look at this next one here when we get into more fractions and not the whole numbers as far as the two distances that we're getting a fraction of. So let's use that here for this one here. If we take our beginning plus our fraction times our larger number minus our shorter number to give our difference. So let's put this in here. Okay, so we're going from 1/8 to 9/11. So what is our starting number? Our beginning number is 1/8. Okay, and we're going to add that to our fraction is 1/5. And then to get our difference between these two, we got to take the larger number. So 9/11 is larger than 1/8. 9/11 minus 1/8. And when we solve that, then we will get our answer. Okay, so to do this here, first let's combine what's in the parentheses there. So get a common denominator. My common denominator is going to be 88. Okay, so 11 goes into 88 8 times. So then 9 times 8 equals 72. So I get 72 over 88, and then 8 goes into 88 11 times. 1 times 11 is 11. So inside my parentheses, 72 minus 11, and I'm going to get 61. So let me rewrite that up here. 1/8 plus 1/5 with 61 over 88. Okay, so then my next step is to multiply these two. So 1 times 61, that stays the same. I get 61 over, but the bottom, 5 times 88 is my large number of 440. So I have 1/8 plus 440. I'm thinking this is not reducible there, otherwise I would reduce it. Let's change this. This guy is going to get changed to 440. So 440 divided by 8 equals 55. Looks like I have to multiply the top by 55 as well, which is easy because 1 times 55 is 55. So now that I've adjusted my equation there, I have 55 plus 61 gives me 116 over 440. And then since they are even numbers, I know that's going to reduce. I'm looking in the book there, and it's showing me the top as 29. I'm going to figure that out. 116 divided by 29 equals, looks like 4. Okay, so I can reduce each one by 4. So the bottom reduced by 4 is 110. And there's my answer for the second practice problem. Okay, go ahead and try the second example. Go ahead and try the practice problem, and then check your work with mine. Okay, so we're going to do my beginning number, right? The starting point to get us to where, because here's 0, we got to get ourselves to there. So we got a beginning number, and then we're going to take the fractional part multiplied by our difference, which is the larger number, larger minus the shorter, and so this one being the fraction there. All right, so let's plug this in here. My starting point, I'm going to change these to, they're mixed numbers right now. I'm going to change the improper fractions because that's the way I'll work with them. So it looks like I'm going to have 7 over 2 plus my fraction of 1/8. My larger number, 31 over 6 minus 7 over 2. And there we go, we're set up. Okay, let's change this one to be able to add it. I'm going to multiply everything by 3, so it looks like 6 over 21. 31 minus 21, looks like I get 10 over 6 here. And I can reduce that to, let's see, 5 over 3 if I divide both sides, top and bottom, by 2. All right, so now I'm going to rewrite that up here. I got 7 over 2 plus 1/8 times 5/3. Okay, multiply this out. I get 5 over 24 plus my 7/2. Got to change this to be the same denominator, so 24 looks like that times 12. 7 times 12 as well. 84 on top, so got myself set up like that. And then it looks like 89 over 24, and that's my answer. I cannot reduce that anymore. Okay, go ahead and just keep things straight there and do your correct mathematics there with your fractions and multiplying and getting common denominators. And if you have any questions, go ahead and text me. Have a great day.